The northern beaches of France sparkle in the early summer sunshine. This part of the country is a bright spot for the far right. But despite the wave of support for the national rally in the EU elections on June the 9th, leftist campaigners are hoping for success here once again. This region of France last had a socialist MP 12 years ago, and the left-wing are urging people to vote against both the government and the far right, and what they say are extremist immigration policies.
Every day, people who have been exiled are harassed. Every other day, the refugee camps are cleared. Their living conditions are horrible. So for me, Macron or Le Pen are the same thing, and we must fight both of them with the same force.
A short drive inland and we reach a nearby village. The weekly market is on, and as shoppers eye up the produce, the politicians eye up potential voters.
Bonjour madame, Jordan Bardella, Premier Ministre.
The far-right national rally candidate here is Marc de Fleurion. In the previous general election in 2022, he lost out in a runoff. The national rally wants to expel more migrants and stop family reunifications, and it hopes a tough line on immigration will propel it to power.
Social expenses have skyrocketed because of immigration. Security has been lowered by the immigration streams, and the identity also of French society is under threat.
The people in Audruic have had the same centre-right Republican MP since 2017. He is running for re-election with a defiant message for extremist parties.
I will vote for whatever is good for the constituents, and I will vote against whatever is wrong for my constituents. And we'll see. My line is very clear. We have no alliance, no deal with the extremists. If they come from the far right or if they come from the far left, we have no alliance with them because we know the history of our country.
This constituency ranges from the whole of the port city of Calais to small market squares in countryside villages. It's small constituencies like these, the village of Audruic in northern France, that the national rally really need to win if they are to gain the 200 more MPs they need to win a parliamentary majority. A far-right victory is something that the president is determined to stop, both in this general election and in the presidential vote in 3 years' time.
I do not want to give the keys to power to the far right in 2027, so I'm totally responsible for having triggered a movement of clarification. Firstly, because the French asked us to do so on June the 9th. When 50% of French people vote for the extremes, when you do not have a majority in the assembly, you cannot tell them we continue as if nothing had happened. You're not respecting them. You're not hearing them.
The first round of what has been described as an historic election will be held in just over 2 weeks. At that point, the political landscape of France for the next 5 years will start to come into focus at a national and a local level. With a mix of hopes and fears across the country that it could be painted the navy blue of the National Rally Party. Cullen, CGTN, Audruic, Northern France.